Speaker. We're going to pivot right to my great friend and mentor, Newt Gingrich, former Speaker of the House, Fox News contributor. Newt, Happy New Year. I don't know if you saw any of it. We had the current Speaker of the House. I know you've endorsed Mike Johnson. There's only a couple days to go to J6, January 6th certification of the election. My point is, first of all, Johnson's a good man. Second of all, this is no time for dawdling. And third of all, let's get the Trump agenda going again. I mean, if this horrible New Orleans thing doesn't prove that, nothing else will.
Well, look, I think that Mike Johnson has the hardest job in Washington. He has the smallest majority, I think, in history. And he has shown that he has the patience, the calmness. He's almost like Job. He's willing to sit and listen, talk to everybody. Now, some people would like to wave a magic wand. They'd like to throw a temper tantrum and have the world change. That's not how this works. The fact is, with President Trump's leadership and with Senator Thune's leadership in the Senate and with Speaker Johnson, I think if Republicans will agree to work as a team and legislating as a team sport fully as much as football or soccer or basketball, if they'll agree to work as a team, I think they can get an amazing amount done. And as you know, you and I are to get together on the urgent need to pass a really large tax cut and deregulation bill. That can get done, but it's going to require every Republican, even the most self-righteous, to decide that they're part of a team, that they're going to get the best deal they can get, but in the end, they're going to stay together. And I'm very concerned because there are a handful of them who think that they are somehow so much smarter and so much superior that they can reject the president, they can reject, virtually all the members of their conference and go off and cause chaos. It'll be a very bad thing for America if Speaker Johnson is not elected tomorrow, and it will be, frankly, a very complicating thing for President Trump, who is supposed to get elected formally by the Electoral College on Monday. This is not a time for games. It's a time for working together.
Well, I made that point, in my opening riff. I said this is no time to dawdle because you're smack up against Monday, January 6th, is the certification process. And if all that fails, for all I know, Mr. Trump won't be sworn in on January 20th. And for all that fails, for all I know, then who knows who's going to be streaming across the border? Who knows who's going to come down from the northern border? Who knows who's going to run the FBI in an impartial, fair, and tough way? I mean, there's all these things are linked. Most of all, I want to get the Trump agenda in place, hit the ground running, Newt.
Well, and look, the fact is that the Founding Fathers designed a very difficult machine in order to make it impossible for a dictator to force it to work. And that means as citizens, we have to get together voluntarily, and that's hard. I understand that. I mean, I spent 20 years in the House, 4 of them as Speaker. I understand how complicated it is. But I'll tell you, if we didn't pull together as a team, we wouldn't have balanced the budget for 4 straight years, the only time in your lifetime. We would not have gotten a big tax cut. We would not have gotten welfare reform. All those things were a team effort. I think President Trump's going to come in ready to really do the right things for America, but he's going to need to have House Republicans and Senate Republicans work together with the executive branch to get it done. That's what the Constitution requires. And I think Mike Johnson absolutely is as well positioned to get this done as anybody, and it is an amazingly hard job.
So it is. Happy New Year, Newt Gingrich. Happy New Year to Ambassador Khaleesi.
Happy New Year.
We appreciate it very, very much.